Hi there, welcome back to Detecting Valhalla. For a quick one this morning, I managed to find a piece of land which isn't ploughed or seeded or has any crop in it. So we're going to give it a crack. It's only a thin strip, which is this bit down here. But yeah, we're going to give it a crack. I've literally just turned up. Been here 10-15 minutes, dug plenty of scrap bits and pieces, just had a lovely signal, sort of mid-40s, really strange little signal, but I'll show you. There we go. What do you reckon that for a first hole? Well, not first hole, but what do we think? Looks like a Lizzie to me. You can see that. Yeah, fingers crossed. So fingers crossed that bodes well, and that's not literally the only corn that's in the field. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. Beauty of this hobby, innit? So one day you're finding hammers, next day you're finding scrap and bits of tractor. So I'm going to stop rabbiting, and I'll catch you on the next hole. As you can see, this ground is absolutely beautiful. Nice and flat. Okay, another signal. It's about mid 50s. It's a bit jumpy and scratchy, sounding like iron, but I thought I'd give it a dig as it was fairly good numbers. So it's out the hole, sat in the clod. I'll show you what it was. There we go. The light's awful this morning, but it looks like a button. Nice thick one there, look at that. Shank's missing. But yeah, there we go. On to the next. Okay, it was a rubbish find, but I just had a signal sort of mid-20s. 26, 27, something like that. It's a nice signal. Bit sort of scratchy, but I thought we'll give it a dig anyway. And this old tree is just ridiculous. Look. I don't know if you can even see that. But that is a tiny, tiny fragment of coke can about 3 inches down. So, I don't think we're missing much. Another signal. It was, hang on. Around 30s. Give it a dig. And it's another tractor bearing. I think I might start a business with tractor bearings, because I think if we can refurb these, I've got about 50 of them. So, yeah, maybe there's a business idea for the future. On to the next. Okay, nice signal, mid-70s. It's out of the hole. See what we got. I'll pop you down there somewhere. Right, set the pinpointer in. There we go. See what we got. Looks like Looks like a coin of some sort. Ah, looks like a threepenny bit. See if we can find a date. It is. It's like 1942. Look at that, lovely patina. Might just swing you around for that one. Look at that patina. There's a bit damaged to the front there, but 1942. Yeah, nice find. We'll take that. On to the next. Yeah, it's just started to rain. We've had hail this morning already, and it's raining. So, oh well, weather's not with us. However, just had a signal 76, 77, going up to around 81, 82. Shallow. I've just pinged it out the hole, and I haven't touched it, but it's on the surface, and I'll show you what we got. Okay, as you can see, it went very deep. What is that? Looks like silver to me. Let's give it a clean. It is indeed, look at that. George V. 1927. Silver sixpence, look at that. Beautiful coin. Happy days. On to the next. Another signal, mid-70s. Looks like still got a bit of leather in there. Looks like a leather rivet joiner. There we go. On to the next. Another signal, 70s. It's 3 inches down. It isn't actually anything, but look at that. Tiny bit of tin. Like I said earlier, if you've got an ultra, I don't think you're missing too much. You know, I dare say there's much better machines out there, but this definitely holds its own. Okay, it's done another signal. It's a really scratchy 19. I'll give it a dig because it was a bright tone, but it wasn't a good tone, if you know what I mean. But part of a crotal bell. See, there's a bit of history here. On to the next. Yeah, another interesting little signal. Sort of mid to late 30s. Looks like it's got some age. Maybe you can see it looks like maybe a bit of patterning on there, so we'll get that a clean up when we get home. Yeah. Not sure what that is. Almost looks like the end of a bit of a penknife, maybe. Because that's iron sticking out there. Maybe a decorative part, I don't know. Who knows? Let's have a look when we get on. On to the next. Okay, it's done another signal. It was sort of 60s. It was a banging signal. It's about 3 inches down again. But the light's awful. You can see that there's another sixpence. I did get the date is 1931. So there we go. Right, we're back at the van. I've had a couple of hours. I've had a good morning. So I'm going to go home now, get the finds and everything cleaned up, and I don't know if you can see in the background, but tomorrow's field is now being ploughed, and I've just spoken to the farmer and he's going to roll it out as well. So happy days. That's the field where all the hammonds and everything have come off. So fingers crossed for tomorrow morning. Okay, welcome back. So we're home. Well, it's actually a day later. We're home. The finds have been cleaned, and I've also managed to squeeze in a couple of hours on that ploughed field. So I didn't record the dig because I was just having a bit of a play over there to see what we could find. So I'm going to show you what we found on the video, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring over the pile of stuff that I managed to pull off the other one, and then we'll have a look at that as well. So these were the best bits from the other morning's dig. We had a nice George V silver sixpence dated 1927. Lovely coin. We then had this big old button. Not big, but when you look at it, look at how thick it is. It's a weighty old thing, so. And there we go, that was the button. I had this rather battered looking, you can make out Elizabeth on this, if I get it the right way round. So Elizabeth is on there. But the back is, I can't make out whether that's a new 5p or, I'm not sure. It's about the size, but I don't know. What do you think? 5p or was it a threepenny? Oh, I don't know. Not sure. It's a bit battered. Anyway, we then had this, which is quite interesting. I wonder if it's a bit of a knife, because obviously that in there is iron, and then we've got this casing around here. So I wonder whether that's where the handle met the blade. There's a nice bit of patterning on there, so there we go, quite interesting. And then had the threepenny bit, George VI, bit of a scuff through the bust there, but lovely patina, 1942. Every detail there on the coin as well, look. Beautiful. Then we had the other sixpence, which is pretty clad. You can see in there the silver is underneath, but it's covered in some kind of real thick sticky stuff, so I'm gonna have to keep on cleaning that, but you can see the date is there at 1931, but I'll keep at it. We'll keep cleaning that one. So, and then we had this little beauty, which I initially thought was an Elizabeth the first, as it had, I don't know if you can see just there, it says Rosa down the side, but it turns out it's actually a James I. Rosa's just there, let's see at the bottom. But yeah, it's actually a James I, so that's another mnemonic for this year. Look at that, absolutely beautiful coin. So there we go, not a bad morning. So, as I mentioned, I did have an hour and a half on that ploughed field, and I managed to snag a few bits and pieces. So, as a bit of a bonus, I'm gonna show you what we found on there. So, this was the initial haul in an hour and a half on that field. So we've got, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is possibly a Roman nail, or definitely some kind of nail of some description, I believe. If you know what that is, then let us know in the comments. But I've looked, and I've sort of had a look online, and it is a screaming Roman nail, and it is a monster. So that was that. We've had part of a crotal bell, which obviously is a bit battered and dinged. Some random, not sure what this is. There we go. Piece of lead, just there. Tiny little pot mend. See in there. Little pot mend. We've had a nice little buckle. Another nice little buckle. It's got some writing on that one, and these are proper sharp. I'm not sure what date that comes from, but I've got to look into that. Then we've got a big old button there, or scrap part of a button. It's got a nice pattern on there. If I can get it to zoom in, which I can't because it's being a pain. There we go. Yeah, it's not playing, is it? So that's a button anyway. That's a bit of random sort of copper on there. We've got a few more random bits and pieces. Not sure what this is. It's not like old, but we've got a nice rivet, probably for harness, I would have thought. Still got a bit of leather in that inside there. Then big old button. Shank's still on there, but it's crushed. But that's a monster. Another quite fine little button there. The shank's still attached. Very thin. That's that. Another random bit, not sure what that is. If you know, let us know in the comments. And we've had big old Vicky penny. Date on that is it going to focus today? There we go, 1898. That's the penny. And then bullet casing, bag seal, which I have already found out is off a cement bag. So that's that. Random piece of lead, which has some kind of depression in the back there. So I wonder whether I found a lot of nail cover, like heads of nails in lead. So I wonder whether that was actually on top of a nail at some point. And that's that. A bit more randomness. Another bit of random scrap. That looks like it's off a stained glass window, that one. I've had quite a lot of bits like that. Tiny little button. Shank still on there. Then we've got this little beauty, which is a trade token. It's the first one I've found. It dates from the sort of 1600s. And the guy was, I found it, it's local history again. So it's like, it's, I think his name was Christopher Coxall of Boston, and he was a blacksmith. He died in 1694, I believe. That's quite a nice little bit. Then we've got this, which is quite exciting. It's obviously enamelled. You've got white enamel in there and like a browny reddy colour enamel. So the whites are on opposites, and then obviously the browns are on opposites. But I'm not sure what it is, but could it be a brooch of some sort? It's quite heavy. There would have been some kind of maybe pin or something through there. Or is it off a harness, maybe harness decoration? I'm not sure. If you know what that is, let us know. And I've got this, which has completely baffled me. because it looks like a zip, but it also looks medieval. So I'm kind of guessing it's not a zip. But if it's not a zip, then what is it? Does anyone know? Do you know what that is? Because I've been everywhere looking and I can't find anything of what it could be. You can see in there it's very crudely made, and obviously the patina and the colour. You can see it there. Look, it is very crudely made, but yeah. Any ideas on that? I will post some clearer pictures up on the Facebook page. So, and then last but not least, another hammered. I'm pretty sure it's an Edward III. Can't really see, but there he is as Eddie there. Looks like a penny, Edward penny, London mint. It's got a great big bend in it just there, look. So that's going to be getting some heating and flattening treatment. I don't know if you saw the last video, but that panned out really well, so we'll definitely be giving that one a straighten. And yeah, it's nice to be back on the hammered. So there you go. That's what we've had the last few days. It's nice to be back in the hammered again. This little James I was an absolute beauty. Look at that. I say there will be clearer pictures of everything I'm going to get posted on Facebook in the next few days. So if you want to go over there and give us a follow, or that'd be great. Let's Detect in Valhalla over there. You can join our group. We post bits and pieces every day, so it's like, you know, a place to keep up in between YouTube videos. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the bonus bit of all the bits we found, I would say, on that other field. And yeah, it's good to be back in the silver. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe. And I said the channel's, you know, growing steadily now, so it's nice. We appreciate everyone watching and sharing and everything else. And yeah, as always, catch you on the next one.